and welcome to Business 300. My name is Philip Kulashov, and this is 300 Seconds About Business. We're all a busy people, so I have 5 minutes or less to get my point across. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. The story about a person's growth is exciting and inspiring. The character arc in a story typically follows the hero getting into a tight spot, having to mature and grow, overcoming the challenge, and then coming out stronger because of it. We enjoy these stories and are inspired because of them. But the challenging thing is if you're the character from whom growth is demanded. It's a lot easier to dream about the results of growth without actually pursuing them. But if you do pursue them, it means there are going to be times when you make mistakes, stumble, and are forced to learn from the struggle. That means you're going to be in seasons of discomfort because the type or volume of work is new to you. Growth, improvement, and maturation are uncomfortable and unpleasant. It's much easier to lift your legs on a lazy boy with beer and snacks and watch the character arc unfold on the big screen. We don't like to fail and fall, and so we'd rather just watch someone else go through it. But maybe if we added a perspective to our failures, we can come at them differently. I'm not saying change our perspective, just add to it. Failing always sucks, and no amount of positive mojo will fix that. But failing in one sense is also necessary. Most of us, if we're receptive, learn how to interact with our surroundings through the mistakes we make. Kids learn to walk by falling and talk by mumbling. And then as adults, we learn to hold our tongue by saying something stupid and feeling like an idiot. It's humiliating and discouraging to trip up. Our reputation suffers, our ego is burnt. But those are all correct responses to our mistakes. If we are humiliated by our own mishaps, that means our head is on straight. We see where we lack and where we need to grow. The hero in the story thought he had everything figured out before the problems exposed his inadequacies. Failure is necessary for growth. There's not really a way around it, only through it. All will be okay. Sometimes, though, we may feel like we're in over our head and that we've bitten off more than we can chew. If we stuff our mouth, we risk choking. Growth can be dangerous, and too much too fast can be fatal. So yes, growth should be controlled and intentional. You don't want to try to bench 500 pounds if you can't lift 200 yet. And you don't put underwear on a newborn expecting her to control her bladder and bowel movements like an adult. Know your limits, or maybe current limits, and the measure of faith assigned to you. However, by definition, growth is changing to a size that you currently are not. If it's not a stretch, it's not growth. If you're comfortable with where you're at, whatever else you're doing, you're probably not growing. If you're interested in growth, you should expect some discomfort. Pain is gain, right? Right. As a business owner, most likely you are interested in some sort of growth, whether in your competencies or size or both. So expect to not always be comfortable when you're learning to handle new and more work. As you pursue and land new contracts, it may require you to learn new skills and increase the size of your plate. You learn to hone your precision, polish your service offering, and provide a more excellent product. You learn to manage more people and oversee a larger operation. You learn the art of finance and the science of making a sale. It's exciting, but it's also demanding. So as you transition out of diapers, you may still have some accidents that demand cleanup. But don't necessarily put the diaper back on right away. Instead, learn to keep your Whitey Tighties clean, and then wear them proudly.